Well, I'm gonna assume that I'm in the middle of the camera. And welcome everyone, and I'm Josh Berger, and I love prog rock and Ruby and just music in general. I'm a big conspiracy theorist, and that's why I like bands like Porcupine Tree that have all these little details in their songs that not only lyrically but also from a music theory perspective. So what this video is gonna try to do is gonna try to get me to connect all the dots in the first couple of songs in the album The Incident. I've got my guitar here for any music theory purposes. And yeah, so let's start. The first step into this wild journey is looking up what the fuck does Occams Razor even mean. Of course, like, the first content is Occams Razor, the second is the principle of Occam's Razor, that the easiest explanation tends to be the right one. The easiest assumption to make is the right one. This is the meaning of the title of the song, Occam's Razor. Alright. We are in D. We got a tritone up there. We get weird radio noises. This is the main riff of the song, foreshadowed. Well, of the next song. Alright, if you want to stay always here all these years, the last frontier, it's no concern of theirs. The world outside corrupts my child, so trust these eyes. This is the part of the song that sounds so cheery. Because it has so many major 7th chords that have this relaxed vibe. You don't need to know the secrets, believe me. So this sounds like a cult, to be honest. Family. Sisters, yeah, it makes sense. Alright, so these verses are pretty like, I have no idea what they're talking about. First song, I have no idea what's going on. Praying vibe, I mean, it sounds like something to do with this family of sisters. And to see your fate, it seems like someone is trying to keep someone inside a blind house. So a house, just a place. Remember these drums. It sounds like someone is trying to seal someone inside a house and just confine them from the outer world. So seal your fate, someone has control over these sisters, I believe, and gives them free love, I suppose. I'm looking at stuff that Steven talks about in other albums. So eyes, soul. So this is the apex of the song. This is the last riff, but fleshed out. This is more harmonically focused. And this is more rhythmically focused. And this song is actually in 5/4, which is my favorite time signature of all time. I love it so much. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1. Thoughts on this song, if you want to stay always here. I feel like this is like a Big Brother scenario or something. There's a house of people that want to feel safe, and there's a person who watches over that house. Or something. It might not be a house, it might not be a family, it might not be sisters. I'm assuming this manipulative, dominant person is luring people in with faith. Faith and love, with familiarity and stuff. I have no idea where this is gonna go. It could be based on a movie or a book like Anesthetize or Deadwing. For now, I'll keep myself deprived of any information other than the music itself. First, I want to see what the music can give me, what I can get out of the music, without any other information by the author or the fans. The only information is the song titles, the song lyrics, and the music in the songs. Maybe this is the dominant person. The dominant person prays and violates, and abuses people's trusts, false gods. Yeah, it sounds like a cult, actually. Now that I read this, pray, false gods, it sounds like a cult. Sisters sounds like kind of like a monastery kind of thing. Well, this might be the sequel to Deadwind. Who knows? I want to add that this little main riff is mostly based on harmonic minor. No. The harmonic minor. The harmonic minor. Because this scale has a 1. This is the root. Na, 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 na. And then he uses the minor third. Na, 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 na. And then he uses the major 7th, and usually you'd have a minor 7th if you have a minor 3rd, but he's using this creepy key, so he's got this contrast between, which sounds like this kind of. And the fact is that this note is both the minor 3rd of the root note, but it's also the major 3rd of the major 7th. If you know what I mean. Alright, moving on. Great expectations. Summer. Steven always talks about summers. Okay. I love this riff. Sounds like Red from King Crimson. It's the same stuff. Forgot your name, so strange, I wonder if you got out. Very short lyrics, because it's a very short song that shoots us into Kneel and Disconnect, the next song. It's only 1 minute and 26 seconds. A summer day, in garlands I feel secure. So, here we find faith for the second time. Faith is in your soul. But I still have no idea who sings Blind House and to who. The characters are still very, very ambiguous. A summer day, in garlands I feel secure. And garlands are supposed to be like a circle of flowers worn around the head. Garlands are kind of feminine. Kind of. They're not very masculine. I wouldn't see like Master Chief wearing a garland. I mean, they'd probably suit him. Bless him. But yeah, I would associate garlands to sisters. Right? I feel secure. So this is the luring aspect of the safe space. That melody that I said I liked very much is quite obvious. Is one of the most obvious leitmotifs in this album. Anyway, Great Expectations, which picks up right after Great Expectations. I meant Kneel and Disconnect, which picks up right after Great Expectations. Oh, just 2. And it's the same as well. Well, I already knew these lyrics then. I heard them right. Kneel and disconnect. Kneel and disconnect. Now, year has already been said. If you want to stay all these years, which isn't a big deal. It's not like theory material, but it's still a lead, because year and career and application have this like scholastic association. They're in the semantic field of work, you know, of routine. Yeah, there we go, routine. Like, yeah, like a job or like a scholastic thing. We're gonna hear these lyrics, these chords later as well. And this is what I found this morning, actually. These chords, we're gonna find them in The Incident, the song. And yeah, I was just stoked to find that out. I just wanna be loved. I don't have many thoughts about Kneel and Disconnect, so I'm gonna go right to drawing the line. This person is rebelling against those in control, saying, I'm taking control. So, like Blind House, we can assume that there's someone in control, right? Of this blind house. And it seems like, in drawing the line, one of the characters rebels against this. And I save my soul. Might it have to do with maybe a sacrifice? I don't know. But I'm so sure it has to do with, if you're a righteous soul, I got a halo around me. Yeah. I swear this album has to do with Deadwing. And not to put a tinfoil hat around my head, but have you guys listened to Occams Razor? And something warm and soft just passed through here. I mean, right? Am I crazy? Yes. Look, scissors. Dreamt the sound of scissors. Did the scissors cut away to your heart? In Deadwing, there's this thing about scissors and cutting away pieces of people. Not in absentia. Wait, are you? Wait, what if everything is connected? No, but anyway, what I know about Deadwing is that the things like there's this leitmotif about cutting parts of people psychologically. So like, did the scissors catch away your anger in Shallow? Did the scissors cut away to your heart in Arriving Somewhere? There's something about cutting parts of people. Whether that's body parts like in Absentia or like parts of souls. I'm straying towards parts of souls because here it talks about the soul, and in your mother's eyes. Your mother's eyes. What was the lyric? Never look for the truth in your mother's eyes. And God is truth, so never look for God in your mother's eyes, because the gods are false. My child. So it's safe to assume that the person in charge of the blind house, you know, and since we're talking about sisters and children and eyes, the person, like, the dominant person in the blind house is mother. Right? Right? Am I crazy? There's got to be something. There's got to be something. I swear to God. Dreamt the sound of scissors cutting stitches out. I assume this is the rebellious member of the blind house that is afraid of these scissors. Afraid to be cut apart. This is hard stuff. I'm gonna have to get my thoughts together and make a compressed video where I'm certain about what I'm saying and where all the connotations of this are dense. And now we can finally listen to the incident. Yeah, the song is longer than Drawing the Line, but it has less lyrics somehow. Which is good because it focuses more on the sound design. For example, the voices in the background. Can't demolish it. You can't demolish this. You can't demolish it. Oh, this shit. You can't demolish it. Twisted. It's the second time we see Twisted. With the smashing windscreen of a car. Holy fuck. Car crash. Drive out in the dark. Maybe it's in absentia is involved too. When a car crash gets you off, that means aroused, right? I'm not crazy. This means aroused, right? It's getting me off. It got me off, right? By the way, heavy guitar riff. Lots of major sevenths, by the way. Where? In the blind house, in the world, in the church, in the car crash, in the incident. I don't remember this. Oh yeah, I do. These are the chords from Neil and Disconnect. Na 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 na. Yeah. Oh wow. When a car crash gets you off, you lost the grip. When a fuck is not enough, you know you've slipped. I don't give a fuck. I think that means. When the church is full, it means you've just been had. I don't know what that means. Church obviously has to do with the religious side of this album. When the world has gone to seed, I don't know. Detached has to do with disconnect. Kneel and disconnect is praying. Of course, yeah. Why didn't I get that? Kneel and disconnect means to pray. Yeah, I didn't get that. I wonder if this is a prayer, since it has the same chords of kneel and disconnect. Might be prayer. I want to be loved. To a false god. Your unpresent family smashed up my car perfectly, of course. I can't believe this kind of connection and narrative even exists. This just transcends my idea of storytelling. This is like an ARG kind of. These guys released an album in 2005, which is Deadwing, right? And then they released Anesthetize in 2007. Then they released this in 2009 or 10, I can't remember. Which may or may not give us the origin story. When a car crash gets you off, you've lost the grip. It might give us the origin story of the protagonist of In Absentia. This is just full of information. I'm gonna stop the video here, but I'm not overwhelmed. I'm actually very, very fucking satisfied. Oh my god. This is the kind of story I love to take, and this is exactly the way I want to take it. You know, just there's amazing music. There's leitmotifs. There's cross-album connections, right? Probably. It's not confirmed, obviously, but it's what I believe. It's what I believe is happening. There's so many things that have to do with the same things that Deadwing had to do. I'm gonna leave you guys now. And then I guess keep tuned for more of these videos, because I want to finish this. Until the next part of Joshua freaks out about Porcupine Tree part 2, you could still surf my channel and pick something you like. Bye, friends. It's so aggressive. So what does this music have to do with the pill? The rhythm, it's in 11. And that's the thing, hypnosis. It's supposed to make you sleep. The reason this guitar riff is in the verse is to put you to sleep.